What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 12th day of November, and here we are at about $2.36 with 7 hours and 57 minutes left in the day. Pulling back a little bit, you guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it, okay? Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there. We have taken a little bit more of a spill than I initially anticipated, but that's okay. Let's see. Is that true? Let's just double check. Low to high. Yeah. We thought we'd find support at the 382 and then move up, but looking at this, to be completely fair, going from the 382 to the 236 typically gets you set up to go to the 0.5 or the golden ratio, more specifically the golden ratio. So XRP Army, XRP investors, do prepare yourselves for the potential of anything from a 2% to a 6% drop. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad, but something between 221 to 231, you're at 236 right now. It's a statistical probability at this point, right? You're picking up volume as you're coming down. You're moving down with the purpose here. You didn't really move up with the purpose. Not a whole lot of volume there. I think that you will move lower. And then Bitcoin's also moving lower too. The 1 hour time frame, looking at this, you rejected the 60. You got oversold. You couldn't get overbought. That's not necessarily good. Stochastics are bearish. And the MACD is rejecting the 0. That's sad. What's even more sad is you had bullish divergence here on the MACD. You had a really nice setup, and you really didn't do much with it. Like, that was your bullish divergence move. That's kind of sad. And now you're coming back down. So again, likely you do, I would think, pull back to about anywhere from 231 to 221. If I had to guess which one you're more likely to find support at, I don't know. I guess I'd go with the golden ratio, but we're in a situation here with the crypto markets where a lot of cryptos like to find support at their 0.5 for whatever reason. Now, I have no worries about, I have no qualms with that. Right? We could do that. A lot of people expect that we'd find support at the golden ratio. It's a very obvious area from your discernible low to discernible highs. So maybe that's the reason why we're finding support at the 0.5, just to front run people. I don't know. But I would think 231 to 221 is likely a target. We're at 236 now, so lower is the expectation there. The 4 hour time frame. Again, the 382 we were counting on to hold support, but whenever you reject the 236, the red line like this, the probability of going down to this area is great. It's very great. Okay. Still a higher low overall, but still a good chance that we do go lower. The 4 hour time frame here, looking at these indicators, the RSI has broken out of the uptrend, right? We had a nice established uptrend here. You broke out of your uptrend, and with that, you might reset a little bit. So come down to the oversold zone, come down to the 40, whatever. A little bit more to go, though I would assume that most of this drop has already happened. We just have a little bit more to go. Stochastics are oversold, and the MACD, while we did get across above the 0, and that's nice, we still can come down a little bit more and find support at the 0. I think that's what will happen overall. How long have we been consolidating for now? We've been consolidating basically for 2 days. I would assume within the next day or so we do see some recovery, okay? But maybe just a little bit lower first. You know, this 4 hour time frame really does make me believe that the 0.5 will hold as support. So maybe we do hold 231, 230 as support there. Daily time frame. Looking at the stochastics, definitely bullishly inclined here. Overall, I would think that if we do pull back again, the same rhetoric, it's going to be insignificant amounts, and we should be recovering and moving higher. I don't think that we'll find resistance here. I mean, how many times since March of this year, since this overall, like all of this, how many times have we found resistance here? Not really any times, right? Nothing that availed, at least nothing that condemned you to lower readings. Maybe right there. Okay, I guess right here. To be fair, there's one. There's kind of a good slew of resistance right here in this area right there. Okay, it happens. It does happen. But it's been a long time. And this was this was back in 2024. I don't know. It's not that it can't happen. It's just statistically I don't think that it will. So again, I think we are still in a position where we are going to be moving up day to day more or less. But perhaps today we move down a little bit, and then tomorrow and the next day we start to recover. The MACD is bearish overall, but there are some bullish implications here. We're seeing this move up based off this bearish or bullish divergence, so we're seeing this move up now. I think it'd be a very bullish outcome to see the oscillators, these orange and blue lines, come up above the 0 line there. And at your current pace, your current trajectory, we should see that, I think, by the end of the month, and that's when fireworks should really start to fly. I would think that a break of the 0 line, getting into the overbought zone here, getting into the overbought zone on the stochastics, I feel like all of that will coincide at the same time, and that likely coincides with the break of this zone here. When we get above 270, when we break out of this low-lying range here, we're likely going to rapidly increase all the way up to about $3, all the way up to, you know, something around this area here. And really, this megaphone, this pattern here that we're in, the measure move would take us all the way up to our all-time high area. So we might find stops along the way, but really when we break above this trend line, whenever we break above, not trend line, sorry, horizontal line, the $2.69 line, $2.70, whenever we break above that on a daily closing basis, we should more or less be on a mission up to our all-time high area. And I think we'll be there either by the end of the month or earlier. It's very possible that we do see new all-time highs by the end of this month of November for XRP. All in all, we're very bullish on XRP. All in all, things look good. You're at 236 now. You have the prospects of dropping 5 to 10 cents from here. Wait, is that right? 5 to 15 cents from here. But we very much do believe that you're going to see higher prices. Overall, I think that the next target area to consider would be something of about a $13 price and maybe even just above there. Maybe like right around $13 to $16, right up here with our 200 level on this fib. It doesn't really line up with anything that makes sense as far as this fib goes, but if we take this high here to this low, our money zone is right there at 1386 to 1650. This is what I think is going to happen. And if we had the all-time history chart right here as well, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. We take this high to this low. We take this high to this low. That money zone lines up very well with the 1414, and typically with the 1414 you don't stop right at it, you wick above it and then close below. So something in this area is heavily what we're anticipating between now and the end of the year. If not between now and the end of the year, then between now and the end of January. But that's all I got. I really do appreciate you all for being here. Thank you all. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.